Welcome back. In this fourth part of the video on trading platform, we are going to be exploring the chart toolbar. Here is it. Now under the chart toolbar, you will see the features there. You have the bar chart, you have the candlesticks, you have the line chart, zoom in, that's zooming in the charts, zoom out to zoom out the charts. Then you have auto scroll. We're looking at what they are and how to use them. Then you have the chart shifts. Then you have the indicators menu there, the periods menu, and the templates menu. We're going to be dealing with this. We are going to be looking at the bar chart. Now, what I'll be doing, if you see here, no matter the type of chart I click on now, candlestick, they all look alike, except for the line charts, where there's a slight difference. Now, on the chart here, to create the difference between the charts, we're going to be zooming in. I click zooming in. It can become as large as anything until you exhaust it. Now you've been exhausted. Let me just zoom out a little to reduce. On the bar chart, price is represented as bars. Now you have the vertical line of the bar with two horizontal lines. Now on the bar chart, you have the, let me go to the most current bar. Here you have the bar that is on the left side, that is okay, the vertical bar represents the height, that is the high and low of the price. This is the current price, this is the one that closed before this. All right, now the bar that is more like a branch of the bar to the left represents the open price. Like here is open price, here is the open price for this, here is the open price for this. So the bar to the left represents the open price, while the bar to the right represents the closing price. And when you point your cursor to the closing price, that's when you have this summary displayed there. That shows you the summary. We point to the closing price. Now we point to the bar to the right side, that's when you have it, that's the closing price. Okay, that while the bar to the left represents the open price. Again, if the bar to the left, which is the open price, is higher than the one to the right, which is the closing price, it means that that bar chart, that bar you're pointing to, is a bearish bar. For instance, the current bar here we have is a bullish bar because the one to the left, which is open price, opened lower than where it is currently. Currently it's still bullish, but if it closes eventually lower than this, then it becomes a bearish bar. For instance, we have this one opening here on the left, then went up as this one, and then after a while it came down, went down here, recorded a low here, and came back and closed here. So meaning it opened high here and closed low, so this becomes a bearish bar. The same thing applies to this one opened high and closed low, meaning that it's also a bearish bar. But this one opened here, all right, to the bar to the left and closed high, that is a bullish bar. All right, so if this closes above the open of this one, that means this one has also become a bullish bar, and the signal further bullish, further upward movement. When we get to the definition of terms, you understand what bullish or bearish, what they mean. All right, so that's for the bar chart. Then of course, you can, if you understand bar charts and the patterns, there are some patterns that are common to the bar chart and the candlestick charts and even the line charts. Okay, there are some patterns that are common to all three types of charts. For example, you have the heads and shoulders pattern, tops and bottoms, patterns. Okay, then the candlestick chart. The candlestick charts, all right, they are representing price in the form of candles. All right. When you in the intermediate lesson, you'll be learning more about candlesticks. All right, now the candlestick invented by the Japanese rice sellers can be used to represent price, also price action. Now here, by default on the MetaTrader platform, the black candles represent bullish candles or candles that are characterized by rising prices, while the white candles represent the candles that are characterized by falling prices or bearish candles. All right, and much later we'll be looking at how you can customize it to any color of your choice. All right, then we have now, okay, still on the candlesticks, you have the, when you point to the closing side of the candle, it brings out a summary, price summary, where you have the time, the open, the high, low, close, and volume. All right, now when a candle opens low and closes high, that means it's a bullish candle. It's a candle that's characterized by rising prices. And on the other hand, when a candle opens high and closes low, that means a bearish candle. That means a candle characterized by falling prices. That's much I can say on this. Next, you have the line chart. The line charts are simply they simply represent closing prices. Anywhere you point it, if you see a closing prices, just line drawn on the chart. The use of this can only be when you are working with patterns. You understand chart patterns, certain chart patterns like heads and shoulders, tops and bottoms. You can use that, and some other patterns that are common to the other charts, and there are some unique to this. Or you want to work with waves. All right, so that is for line chart. I make very little or no use of this in my trading. I mainly focus on the candlestick. Okay, all right, so the next is the zoom in. If I want to make this bolder, I zoom in. Bigger, if I want it to become smaller, I zoom out. That's what this is used for. And then this is followed by auto scroll. With auto scroll, when you are connected to the internet and this is active, sometimes you just find out that as you're connected, you are trying to shift this, and because it's active and price is moving, it will begin to adjust on its own. But when you make it inactive, you click on it, it becomes inactive. Wherever you move it to, it stays there. Okay, now for example, now you see if I make it active, you see it will move. Let me just drag this on its own. As price is moving, it will just adjust on its own. You can see that it just happened. Now if I make it inactive and move it, no matter what happens, it will remain wherever I set it to be at. That is when you make the auto scroll inactive. While the next tool there is the chart shift. The chart shift. If I want to shift this chart, back from where it is, I can use this. I can use it to shift it back to the edge there. So that's what the chart shift is for. Then this is the indicators menu. From here, I can, that from the navigator, I can pick indicators. Here too, I can pick indicators. All right, here I can see the custom indicators. You can see the regular indicators here. After that, you have the periodicity. The periodicity is where you have the periods, the time frames, 1 minute up to monthly time frame. While if I want to choose this from 1 hour to 1 minute, I can click on this. All right, and there you have it there. Okay, if I want to return it back to 1 hour, I take it back there. Okay, then you have the template. For templates, we'll be working on it when we come to configuration. I can decide to do some work here and I don't want to lose it. I can save it as a template. We'll get to that, very, very soon. All right, so that's it on the charts toolbar.